Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As for current time of 12:05 p.m. on Eastern Time on June 1st, on Wednesday, Ethereum is currently trading at $1,867, down close to about 4% so far. Respect over crypto market and the equity market, we are, experiencing a little bit of a red day today. It's mainly coming from how I identify as three main catalysts, right? One is with respect to the, just a profit taken from the last 48 to 56 hours of buying pressure due to lack of media affectation, and also with respect to some tech stocks been growing because of the alleviation of the COVID lockdown in China. Driving some buying pressure. And also, when you hear just a lack of negative news on the media front, it typically will convey some natural or organic buying pressure, right? So that's one. Another factor is coming out from Jamie Dimon himself. So there was an interview that was broadcasted on CNBC, and in the verbiage, between him and CNBC, I would say the sentiment on his, expression and speech was relatively ominous in a way. He used words like brace yourself, be prepared, things like that for the economical hurricane. Like using words like that will be caused by the Feds and obviously the Ukraine war that we're still in the mid of, right? So these are regurgitation, factors that we've been experiencing so far, right? The Fed's interest hikes, that's contingent on the job numbers, that's contingent on the inflationary pressure, that's contingent on the next macro catalyst, the FOMC meeting, the CPI report, the PPI report subsequently. So, these are, things that we are expecting. We know it's no surprise. But because of the fact that he's a well-known, recognized figure, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of J.P. Morgan, one of the largest banks in the world, speaking negatively, especially in this ominous tone, doesn't drive a lot of confidence into the market, doesn't it? Right. In addition to the Feds, he also mentioned about the Ukraine war, with the commodity price fluctuations that we've been experiencing. This can also drive some economical hurricane going forward as well. So that's the second negative factor. With respect to the third factor that's coming out from the Labor Statistics Bureau, seems like the job opening for the month of April, it shows a sharp decline, but still vastly outnumbers the available workers. Okay, so this is another type of foreshadow, on the inflationary pressure and the interest hikes that we might be expecting from the FOMC meeting coming up, because the key mandate of obviously the rate hikes or the inflationary pressure counter is the job numbers, right? So three negative catalysts. I would say one is basically a natural course of cadence because of just natural market dynamics. Like you take profit after mega green days. That's been happening for the last 2 days. And two negative news, basically, right? And we'll see how that goes. But the next macro catalyst that we'll also be expecting is coming up on Friday, which we will see the job numbers coming out for April. And then subsequently on the 14th and 15th of June will be that FOMC meeting, right? So are we going to be raising the interest rate by 50 basis points in this coming up FOMC meeting and the next one subsequently as well? Seems like the market is indicating yes at the moment, driving to the next technical support level for Ethereum. That's 1850, which is where we're at right now, right? So without wasting more time, let's just dive into the technicals to dive into what's the momentum and the trends looking like right now. And with respect to recording time of 12:09 p.m. on the Eastern Time, we're at 1862 right now, exactly the level that we're at right now. You can see that clearly we got canceled out at 45 out of 70 at the midway, basically the optimal level. Try to break up to be above 50 on the RSI to really shift the momentum up to more of a bullish trend, but obviously got canceled out. At the same time, the MACD is still on top of the signal line, so we need to cross down and then cross up, right? So right now it's still negative, and right now we are consolidating at the comfortable level. If we hear more negative news coming up in the next couple of days, obviously with respect to job numbers on Friday, coming back down to 1700 can be a possibility. respect to Bitcoin, down about 4% so far. We're back to the natural level again, right? This is not, I'm not making things up, right? If you've been following my Patreon updates, these are just technical levels that we will naturally glide back down to. So right now with the 46 out of 70, you got clearly canceled out at 50, so you just couldn't get there, right? So right now, try to get back up to the next level, 32,500. But if we break it, we're going to go back down to naturally 28,500 from here. Respect to Ethereum Classic, down about 4.5%. We're just coming back down naturally, still on top on the MACD front, 45 out of 70, got broken out from the 50. So ideally coming back down to somewhere around like below 20 all the way to 15.22 will be the level to DCA further if you believe in this long term. And then Dogecoin down about 3%, 8 cents at the moment, anywhere from basically 7 cents down to 75 all the way to 7 flat, all the way to 65 will be logical to DCA if you believe in this long term, right? Cardano's basically gave up everything that we got yesterday. Ideally coming back down to, I would say it's logical to start DCAing at somewhere around like 50, 45, 35, respectively the flat numbers. And then Solana, it's down about 8% so far. You can see that clearly we're heading back down again, right? We couldn't get above 50. So naturally we're coming down to somewhere around 37 out of 70 at the 32 out of 70 right now. XRP down about 2.5% at the 40 right now. So trade on the flat numbers, right? 40, 35, 30 respectively. Polkadot's down about 4.5% at 9.91 at the moment. We tried to get up to 11, but we couldn't, obviously. So ideally coming down to $9 and then $8.50 all the way to $7. Logically DCA from here if we believe in the long term. Algorand's down about 4.5% at 39 right now. So all the flat numbers, right? 40, 35, 30 respectively. Shiba Inu down about 4%. 11.24 right now. So in between levels, right? 1400 is the next level up. 900 is the next level down, respectively. MATIC or Polygon down about 7% so far, 61. So any flat numbers right now with the 60, 55, 50, 45 respectively. And then AVAX down about 6% at $25 at the moment. $25, $20, $15 respectively will be the level we'll be leaping down to. So that's pretty much it on this update today. Apologies for a little bit late. Been in meetings back in and out today, and also I've been have a virtual conference that I'm attending later today as well. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And for those that are subscribing to the Patreon as new members, welcome. Thank you so much for the support. And let me know if you are not clear on the tutorial and the walkthrough that I provided to you guys earlier today. I'm always, trying to be helpful, and let me know if there's any, thing that's unclear and need more for further clarification. I'm happy to be here to be helpful. So appreciate you. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll check you on the next one. Take care. Bye.